This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
Well, good evening here on Monday on KYNT, 102.1 FM, AM 1450. Time for the Lancer Locker as we speak with coaches and athletes of Mount Marty University here in Yankton. As Jeff said, I'm Tel, and this is going to be a fun show as we're talking Mount Marty volleyball today. We spoke with two athletes from the volleyball team in Julia Weber and Kate Tollinger, all about their seasons, kind of what's going on for the volleyball team, what they're like off the field, and what is next for them after college. And of course, we had the head coach of the volleyball program in Sophia, Lobo, Paes in as well. So with that, let's get to it. Let's talk about the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Started off with the Mount Marty football program here today as they had another good win. The Lancers opened their GPAC football slate with a win on Saturday. They beat the Waldorf Warriors 35-10 over in Forest City, Iowa. Rugby Riken, quarterback, threw for 130 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win. Rodney Brodnax led the receivers with 59 yards and a score. Malachi Hartz had 89 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns, and Kyle Hirsch adds 93 yards on the ground, commanding a running game for Mount Marty University. That was a really good one, too. Defensively, the Lancers held Waldorf to 214 yards of total offense and only 71 rushing yards in the win. Arthur Oliver forced a turnover in the game with an interception for the Lancers on the defensive side of things. Mount Marty has their home opener this week. They're going to be facing Northwestern here in Yankton at Crane Youngworth Field. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 o'clock Saturday. Mount Marty volleyball, we just mentioned, we're going to talk a whole lot more about it, but you can know from this last week, they did fall to the number 2 ranked team in the nation, Concordia Bulldogs, on Saturday in the Simple Arena. Close match. 25-22 set 1. They fell in set 2 as well. Set 3 went to extra points, but it was Concordia finishing at 26-24 and the 3-set win to the Lancers. A close match, though. I know it was 3-0, but it was close in 2 of those sets versus the number 2 ranked team in the nation. Caitlin Gunther led the Lancers with 13 kills in the loss. The Lancers are now 6-4 on their season. They will take on Midland upcoming on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. in Fremont, Nebraska. Go to more Lancer sports as we talk soccer. Mount Marty women's soccer fell to the University of Sioux Falls last Friday, 2-1 in Sioux Falls. The Lancers travel to Storm Lake, Iowa for their next match. They're going to take on Buena Vista in a men's and women's doubleheader on Wednesday. The men's soccer team, by the way, is 0-1 right at the moment. A couple of exhibition games in there. They did fall to York on August 30th, 2-1. Buena Vista University once again, September 10th, the next matchup for soccer. Let's go to golf. Men's and women's golf are going to be in action today and tomorrow. The men's golf team is in Sioux Center, Iowa, for day 1 of the Siouxland Classic. Started at 9 a.m. this morning. We'll talk about it more tomorrow morning on KYNT. Mount Marty Women's Golf is in Sioux City today for the opening day of their Classic as well. Day 1 of the event started at 10 a.m. at Two Rivers Golf Club is where they're at. Cross country, Mount Marty men's and women's cross country opened up their season on Friday. They were at the Augustana Twilight Meet in Sioux Falls. The Lancer men were led by a 53rd place finish by Joseph Cross, while Lily Whiteshirt led the MMU women, placing 143rd there. Both competitions consisted of over 300 runners, representing institutions from the NAI and NCAA Division 1, 2, and 3 levels. That was a massive meet. All right, that's a bit of a recap of Mount Marty University athletics, some of the things that have happened over the last couple of days. With that, let's go ahead and take a break and get to the meat of this show. Let's talk Mount Marty volleyball. Kate Tollinger, Julia Weber in the booth when we return. This is KYNT's The Lancer Locker.
Slumberland Furniture is your local destination for top brands like Lazy Boy, Ashley, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and more. Carrying a full range of mattresses and furniture for every room in your home, you'll find styles you'll love at values that make sense. From everyday essentials to name brand comfort, Slumberland offers the selection, and their service goes the extra mile. Visit Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway in Yankton, where helping you create a comfortable home is what they do best.
Looking for a job that works for you? Join our team at Parker of Yankton. We're hiring second shift assemblers and other positions, offering competitive wages, a night shift pay differential, great health insurance, paid time off, and retirement benefits that help secure your future. Enjoy steady hours, a supportive team, and opportunities to advance. Whether you're building your skills or bringing years of experience, you'll find a place where you can grow and succeed. Apply today and start enjoying the benefits you deserve.
Parker, engineering your success.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more, all at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, bison, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. The Meat Lodge in Yankton on the way to the lake on Highway 52. For more, call 689-3000 or go to themeatlodge.com.
Football season and Shiner Bock, two traditions that never get old. Brewed smooth and full-flavored, Shiner Bock is always game day ready. Whether you're tailgating before kickoff, grilling with friends, or watching under the Friday night lights, Shiner Bock is the perfect call. This season, celebrate every first down and every touchdown with the beer that's built for football season. Pick up Shiner Bock today and make it part of your game day tradition.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
For coverage you can count on, call Brendan Hansen or Brandon Tycro in Yankton today.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker on KYNT. It's 102.1 FM, AM 1450. I'm Tel Tanner, talking with Mount Marty University volleyball players now, and Kate Tollinger and Julia Weber, a couple of athletes on the varsity roster for Mount Marty University. Thank you guys for coming in the booth and talking with me today. It's been exciting to watch your season start. Had the home opener already, and you're already in full swing of GPAC play. It's got to feel good. Get back to it.
Yeah, it does. I just know it's going to go by really fast this year, though, so.
And especially for you, Julia, as you are now a senior. It is senior year, final year of eligibility. How's it going so far?
It's going good. I'm just trying to take it all in before it passes by super quickly.
And Kate, I believe you are a junior in the classroom, correct?
Junior.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've still got a little bit of time left before graduation, but can you tell me about on the court, how you've got more comfortable with college volleyball over the last couple years?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it just has to do with like the strong family connection that we have on the team, and the previous players that just kind of made the way and were great role models for me over the past few years.
So now you're getting up there in age, you're becoming a leader. What's that adjustment been like?
It's been definitely an adjustment, but it's been super fun. It's crazy to think about, though. Every now I'm just like, what? I don't want to be a junior. The time has gone by so fast, but yeah, I'm just trying to soak it in and stay present.
Now you're going to have to start working on the off-the-court stuff as well, looking at future. What's next after college? That's going to be interesting when it starts to come in time. We're going to talk with you, Julie, about that a little bit now because it's time. What is your major and what are you going to be graduating with this spring?
So I'm majoring in pre-occupational therapy, and then I have a minor in sports psych. So I applied to OT school, so I'll be hearing back about that shortly soon, and then that'll be 3 more years after I graduate. So
where would you be going for that, or is that still working on it?
I'm still working on it, but I want to go to USD. That's my main choice.
Still in the area. That'd be very nice, especially because you're from the area. Mm-hmm. You're just from Emory, which is not too far away from here. Bridgewater Emory High School. Do you have a lot of family coming to games?
Yeah, my parents usually come to every home game, and then my grandmas too, and my siblings.
Yeah.
So.
All right. We'll talk a little bit more about your future plans in a little bit, but go back to Kate now. When it comes to your hometown, also a local kid, just Sioux Falls Lincoln High School you graduated from. What was it about Mount Marty that drove you to Yankton?
So first, our old coach Baylin and then Sophia, they were a big part of it. And then I have a lot of family in Yankton, Jeff Erickson, and then his couple boys, Joe Erickson, he coaches cheer at Mount Marty, and then Sam Erickson, he played baseball. So kind of was in the family. They'd talked to me about Mount Marty before, and so that's kind of another main reason why I came. And I'm glad they did.
A good family connection for sure. I kind of wish we had Jeff in here to help out with this interview. When it comes to this team, this season, as we turn onto court for just a moment, I want to go through each of you. Personal and team goal. Give me one. We'll start with the younger student here in Kate. A personal goal and a team goal for the season.
So a team goal would just be to make it to the conference tournament. I think that's been a goal of ours the past few years. But so yeah, that's a big team goal of ours. And then a personal goal for me is just to keep getting better every day and not settle for anything.
And Julia?
The team one, I would say the same, is making it to conference. I feel like we've been getting closer and closer every year, and I'm just excited for it to hopefully happen this year.
Just get there and wreak some havoc.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then personal, I would say just continue to grow in my leadership skills and be a good role model to the underclassmen, and just be present, like Kate said earlier, and just soak it all in.
Leadership skills, certainly something that comes in early in the season when you guys have the long road trips and tournaments that you guys have been playing in. You started off in Milwaukee, so that had to be a fun trip, not as a team to get a little bit of team bonding. You got to keep everybody in control there, too, I bet a little bit. But can you tell me about that trip and what it was kind of like?
It was a really fun trip. We actually had more time to kind of explore the city. A lot of the times when we go to tournaments, it's kind of just go play your game, leave. So it was nice to have some time to explore the city and get out a little bit before we hit the gym. And it was just fun with our teammates. We were all laughing together and just brought us closer and helped us in the game too.
What were some of the things you did outside of on the court? Obviously, on the court, you played very well, 3-1 weekend in your 4 matches there. But off the court, what did you do?
Well, we got coffee and breakfast one morning, which was awesome.
So good.
We love doing that.
This was a nice little coffee shop or what?
Yeah, it was a little cafe. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. It was really good, though. And then we just kind of walked around, and then we went down by the water and got some ice cream. So a lot of my favorite things.
All right, let's go over to Kate here. Favorite ice cream?
My favorite ice cream would probably have to be from Dairy Queen.
Okay, like what's the flavor?
I like their Blizzard. They're not like mashup something.
Mashup?
It's like
Mixing bowl
cookie dough.
mashup.
Oh, mixing bowl mashup.
That's what I get
All
to.
right, is that your favorite as well?
Yeah.
You need to try it. It's good.
No cookies and cream fans over here. All right, I guess I'm in the minority there, but whatever. Oskaloosa, Iowa, another really good road trip. How did that one go?
That was fun. I think I'd never played in that gym before, but it kind of brought me back to like playing at the Denny in Sioux Falls with the Monument out in Rapid. Just a fun venue to play in. Good competition there too.
Did you have any time off the court to do anything fun on that trip, or was that more business trip?
That was more business. We played at night the first day, and then the next day we played in the morning, so quicker turnaround.
Yeah, all right. When it comes to upcoming schedule now, finally in GPAC play. So now you're going to gyms that you're familiar with, trips you're familiar with, and you finally get to play at home. You had your home opener this weekend. It had to be nice to play in front of some fans, and then you're going to have more in the coming weeks. We're going to be able to cover one next week as well, the next home game versus Hastings, September 17th. Before we get into you guys a little more personal, can you give me a preview of next home game and what you're hoping to see from the Lancer fans?
I just think home games in general are just really fun. Like seeing all the fans come in. Most of our families always get to come. It's just always such a good vibe in home games. So I'm just excited to see everybody show up and cheer loud. Like this past home game, there was a lot of fans cheering loud for us. which is always nice. It's always good to have people behind your back. You know, when we go to away games, there's not as many fans usually. So just excited to have that support behind us in our next home game.
When it comes to off the court, let's talk a little more about you guys personally. You're not just athletes, you're people. So let's talk about the future. We'll start with the younger student here in Kate as we go through future plans. Now, you're only a junior. You still got another year to figure things out. But long-term goals, where do you want to be after college?
I hope to be teaching either like first or second is kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then I would love to coach at like the high school level. Coaching is a big passion of mine. So hopefully I can do both of those things at once if everything lines up.
So dream job, are you wanting to like maybe stay in the area, or would you like a big coaching job somewhere?
I would want to stay in the area.
Yeah.
I love Yankton, Sioux Falls, so one of the two.
There you go. Go over to Julia. You are a senior, so now you got to be getting into that plan. You said you got a little more school to do, but after that's done, occupational therapist, you said? Is that what you really want to be?
Yep. I would like to work in a hospital or a clinic, probably with kids, I'm thinking right now. I don't want to go too far away, kind of stay around the area, but I'm not really sure yet.
So you want to work with kids. What is it about kids that makes you think, yeah, that's what I want to do with my life is work with them?
I just feel like it's just a lot of fun, and I don't think I would get bored doing that at all. I'm going to be up and down a lot, and I think I need that in a job.
I gotcha. So. Go back to Kate, actually. You said teaching a little bit. What ages? What are you trying to do? Elementary, junior high, high school?
Yeah, so I'm elementary, and so really right now I always say like anything but kindergarten. I would prefer first or second, but whatever is open after I graduate, I'd take in the elementary school.
I gotcha. Let's talk family a little bit. As both you said, you have family being able to come to matches, and Kate, obviously, you've got a connection here at Riverfront. But how often do you get family getting to come down to games?
Yeah, they're not too far, just an hour away, so they try to make almost every home game. And then most of my family's all in South Dakota, so they travel a little bit, but yeah.
That's really good. And I assume the same for you?
Yeah, my family comes to usually every home game, and then my parents came to the one in Sioux City, too.
That's nice. Yeah. So when it comes to this season, as we are getting into the meat of it now, you always said your goal, get to the conference tournament, and then just wreak some havoc. I want to ask one final question for the two of you about this team, and I want you to think about it and answer it. This team's strength. When you get there, what's going to be the reason? We'll start with Julia.
I think just like our resilience, I guess. I guess especially for like us older classmen, like every year we've just been getting closer and closer, and I think that just gives us more to work for. Like we've come so close and we're just right there. And also just we have a lot of like returners from last season, and we were so successful last season. So just like the experience now that we have, and just believing that we can do it. Like we almost took 2 sets from Concordia, which they're number 2 in the nation. So just believing in ourselves and knowing that we can do it and we can surprise people.
And Kate?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, like family's on the top of our pyramid. That's one of my favorite things about this team is that we all trust each other, we're confident in each other, and I think that just helps on the court and off the court. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you both for coming in and talking with me today. I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing your careers after college. But this season, looking forward to watching some Lancer volleyball. Thanks for coming in and talking with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Allison just won a popularity contest.
Oh, thank you.
You're almost as popular as the Runza Southwest chicken salad.
Oh, what? Because it has crispy chicken, shredded cheddar, tortilla strips, taco seasoning, and salsa?
And Southwest Ranch. And yes,
I'd be more popular if I came with Southwest Ranch.
We all would. Come get the Southwest chicken salad at Runza today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Buying or selling a home is a big decision. Work with someone who knows the ins and outs. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I will focus on the details while providing marketing knowledge, advice on staging, and negotiating to get your home sold. From start to finish, I'll guide you through the process, making sure nothing is overlooked. Call me, Deb Speck, Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Those are the sounds of loyal companions looking for a new home and family. The Heartland Humane Society has dogs and cats looking to become a new member of your family, ready for adoption today. Every animal available for adoption is vaccinated, spayed or neutered, microchipped, and dewormed, saving you over $200 or more in vet care while giving you a loyal friend. Come visit all available animals at 3400 East Highway 50 Yankton or online at heartlandhumanesociety.net.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker, I'm Tell here talking Mount Marty University Volleyball. We just had in a couple of players from the team in Julia Weber and Kate Tollinger, and now we're going to turn to the head coach of the program in Sophia, Lobo Paes. Coach Paes, you've been here at Mount Marty for quite a while as an assistant and now a head coach over the last couple of years. How do you think this program has grown in just the last couple of years as we start talking here today?
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Theo. I appreciate that. I think that we have been growing a lot in the past couple of years for sure, but I think that has everything to do with the foundation that the previous coach, Belen, and I, when I was her assistant, started. And I think that the family aspect of it all, like Kate mentioned it earlier, like it's on top of our pyramid, and that's something that we really strive to uphold. I'm not saying that they're all going to be best friends, right? Like families, it's not perfect, but I think that at the end of the day, on and off the court, they all love each other and they're all here to make each other succeed. And that has really helped to set the culture for the new incoming freshmen. And I think that we've been having a big class coming in the past 2 years that I became the head coach, and our returners have done a phenomenal job of, laying down the law a little bit and showing how we do things and just help each other out on and off the court. And at the end of the day, we're all here to succeed on and off the court, like both on the court and on the classroom. And I think that the beautiful thing about the family aspect is there's no I on team. And I think that instead of them caring about themselves individually more, they care about the team. They care about keep growing, keep getting better. And then, like both of the girls said, I think that one of the big goals as a team this year is to make it for the first time in school history to postseason. And we got so close last year that we could almost taste it. And I think that Julia said, like, for the girls that have been here for the past 4 years, that are seniors now, that really started the culture with Belen and I when we first got here 5 years ago. I think that it is something that they really want. And I think that the entire team wants it for them and for everybody as well. So I think that was a lot of growth on the mindset of who we are and who we want to be.
And another thing Julia mentioned, you really gave Concordia quite a lot to handle in the last couple days when they were a top 5 team in this nation. I know it's a 3-set victory on the scoreboard, but if you really look into that game was pretty close, Coach.
Yeah, I was so proud of the girls. I agree. I think that we should have taken at least one set. I think that would have been a more fair representation of what the game was. I think that Concord is an amazing team. They're number 2 in the country. I think since I have been at Mount Marty, they've been top 10, if not top 5, all 4 years.
Yeah.
And again, they just have a really good, strong program. And we were able to take a set from them for the first time since I've been here last year, both home and away, and that was really big. And I think this past weekend, we gave them a run for their money. Like I said, I think it would have been fair to take 1, maybe 2 sets. I think that would have shown how close the game was. I think that I was really proud of how the girls came in, and even on that second set when it was 12-12, right, and then we got stuck on that one rotation that the score didn't seem as good. I think that the girls really turned it around really quick to come and really focus on that third set. I think they did a really good job preparing both mentally and technically for the game. I think we did a really good job about that during the week with watching film and doing some specific scenarios during practice, and I think that that really helped out. But yeah, I think it was a really good game. It was really fun to see that we can compete because we hadn't played any GPAC teams yet. So to really have such a good game against number 2 in the country, if you put it on paper, there is only one team in the country that is better than them as of right now, and we just compete with them. So I'm really proud the way that we played. That doesn't mean that we're going to come and win the GPAC. Of course, that's the plan for the future, right? But that means that we can compete and we're getting better every year. And then, like Julia said, hopefully we'll come this year and make a few surprises. So
Let's go back to something you said a little bit earlier with the pyramid. I have heard about this pyramid a couple of times now. You said family was at the top, but give me the rest of this pyramid of Mount Marty Volleyball.
Yeah, so it started, I think, my second year at Mount Marty. I was reading a book, and now you call me because I can't remember the name of the coach, but he's a really famous coach for basketball. And he has the pyramid of success. And I talked to Belen one day about how I think it would be interesting for us to create our own pyramid and what we think that will lead us to success. Because I think that sometimes definitions can get lost. Like my definition of work hard can be different than yours kind of thing. So we have classrooms at least once a week that is some type of mental preparation, regardless if it's to talk about the other team or to talk about what we need to improve or whatever we think it's best or at the time. And one of the days we took the time to create our own pyramid of success, and it is in our locker room, part of our decoration. We talked about it all the time. So we talked about family is on top, right? Like I think that especially for me, from being away from home, and it is the first time these kids are away from home as well, I think that you need trust, and that needs to come from on and off the court. So we hold it again at the very top. Family, we have the definition of a conditional love and trust for one another throughout the good and bad. And then right next, we have our 2 blocks that are being competitive, which is to attack the moment. So I don't care if whatever that is, if it's in the classroom, on practice or whatever, we're going to attack that moment. And then next to it, we have attitude. So we're going to act like a winner. Again, doesn't matter if it's on and off the court, we're going to act like a winner in every single situation, whatever that means for every situation. And then the foundation of it all is our discipline, which is constantly choosing to show up. And I think the choosing aspect of the word is really important because nobody's putting a gun to their heads, to come to practice sometimes at 6 a.m. or to do anything. I think that we're choosing to be here. We're choosing to work hard. We're choosing to get back late from games and having class. Like we're choosing to be a part of this family. So I think a big word for us was that choosing aspect. And then we have accountability and respect. So the accountability is being aware of needs to be done and doing it. I think that it goes hand to hand with the discipline aspect, right? Like you need to know what needs to be done and choosing to do so. And then with respect is value yourself, each other in the game. I think, like I said, it's not like we're going to all be best friends with everybody, but in family, you have to have respect. Different cultures, different backgrounds. I think that you need to be able to communicate with respect and take the other team's perspective. And yeah, so this is what coaching staff and the players, we all live through. If you ever get a chance to come into our locker room, it's on the wall everywhere. So it is who we aim to be, strive to be. When recruits come, that's what we talked about, because I think that at the end of the day, to have a good volleyball program, you have to have a coach, so we always fall back to our pyramid.
Gotcha. So let's turn to the season as a whole here, and we roll through your schedules as we roll through the first couple of games when you had MMU versus MMU. So that was kind of interesting. How did that come about?
Yeah, so we went to play Mount Mary in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They used to be a D3 school, and they just this is their first year as at NAIA. They're an all-girls school, and we last year went to Dubuque for one of the tournaments, and unfortunately there was a lot of GPAC teams that were going to that same tournament, and I didn't want to play GPAC with GPAC just yet. I already played those teams during conference, so I was trying to find some different competition. So then at that same week, the coach from Mount Mary reached out to me that they were hosting a tournament, and I was pleased to see that there were different teams that we haven't played in the past, and I thought it was going to be a good trip, get away with the girls. Like they said, it was a far trip, so we had to go the day before. We couldn't just go and play after 8 or 9 hours on the bus, so that gave them some time to, get to see the city. Milwaukee is a big city. It has a lot of European, not reference, but it has a lot of, European traits, and to see downtown was different. The girls got to go eat some custard ice cream, which is something different because we didn't play that later until the next day. So I think it was a good team bonding / different tournament to go play. But yeah, I think that we did a pretty good job on that very first tournament. There's always some nerves, but yeah, I think that we did a really good job playing Mount Mary twice on that tournament. I think we did a really good job with the score.
Second tournament of the year seemed to go pretty well. Also, when you take a look at the scoreboard, you come out of that 6-2, 3 wins in each of those 2 4-match tournaments, only 1 loss in both of those 2 tournaments. So that was pretty nice. But I know you had a little bit of trouble in terms of your personnel a little later in that one, as you had one of your 2 setters go down. You were running that 6-2. You had a setter go down in Brianna Even, which had to be really tough. But I will say, Julie Weber's done really, really well picking up the slack as now I'm the only setter on the floor.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Bri got hurt on our first game of the day, and thankfully she's getting better now. Hopefully she'll start practicing soon. But yeah, Julia Weber, I think we've been saying her name for the past 4 years.
Yes, we have.
She's just a phenomenal volleyball player. I won't even dare outside set or whatever. She's just phenomenal at everything that she does, and she's one of those for sure that will put the team before I, and she doesn't matter what she have to play in. I'm sure if I ask her to play middle, she'll go and do the best that she can and do a really good job. So I think she just really cares about the team and helping, and one of the main reasons why she's also captain of the team this year. She's just a really good volleyball player, but also an even better human being. She is just a really phenomenal person to be around, and I think she's doing a good job setting that leadership and being a mirror for those young classmates. Yes, she did a phenomenal job setting, especially after changing the rotation the way that it happened so abruptly during the game, and then ever since she has been doing a really good job, especially against Concordia. She did a phenomenal job on putting our hitters on the best position as possible to score. The game plan that we had, that I talked to her, was followed brilliantly. We agreed that we needed to do the long distance sets more than anything, right? So if she was closer to the outside, she needed to shoot the ball to the other side. And I think she did a phenomenal job with that, mixing up the offenses. So we got some split blocks. So yes, Julia Weber, I know that she'll do amazing things in the future. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for her. But I have to say that I am a little upset that she's a senior. We'll absolutely miss her in the future. But yes, amazing.
Well,
amazing everything.
At least you got the rest of this season with her. And the season is still pretty young. Only 1 GPAC game under your belt so far, the whole season to go. So that's Julia, one of the 2 athletes we had in here. We also had Kate Tollinger in. Can you tell me a little more about her?
Yes, Kate, I have been so impressed by Kate. I am so happy how much she has grown. This is her first year starting varsity. Last year, she got to move up a little bit halfway through the season and even come in a couple of times. But I think that it is a big position to be the libero, right? I think that, right, we just talked about how amazing Julia Weber is and all the positions, but the libero is the only position that you get to have a different color shirt, right? Like you're really exposed, I guess, in a way. And then
Everyone knows exactly who that is.
Exactly. And I think that it takes a lot of like leadership, not only on and off the court, but especially on the back row. Like you have to be in charge. And I think Kate has been doing a phenomenal job with that, not just on the leadership aspect of things. And that's why she's also a team captain. But the way that she has been performing, I think Kate was always a well-around, complete player. Like she said, dig, hit. She was probably one of the best hitters on JV the past 2 years. A phenomenal, of course, back row. And I think that last year on JV, it really showed to me how much she had grown when she stepped up and came to talk to me, and Morgan at the time was the coach. She was like, hey, like we were struggling with some service aspects, and she was like, hey, like if you need me to, I'm open to do whatever you need me to, like, you know, right, to stop hitting and become the libero. So I think that takes a lot for you to come and step up like that and change your position in the time of need of the team. And I think that our JV team really grew with her becoming the libero. And then last year, I remember Zoe Birch, which was one of the captains of the team last year. She ended up falling sick and couldn't come to a few games. And then I had Cassidy Meyer, which was also another captain last year, to step up to be libero, but I needed somebody else. And that's when I knew Kate was ready to start coming into a few varsity games. And during the spring, she came to every single session that we have. It didn't matter if it was a hitting session, setter session. She just loves the game. She loves to coach, like she mentioned it. So for her, it was really important for her to have a better understanding of the game. And I think that her participating in that made her a better player overall. I think that like a clock, you need to understand how other pieces of the clock work to better you and to help better others. And on one of those classroom sessions, like I was telling you guys about, we were going a few technical aspects of some important things on the game that I thought that we could improve. And I think that really helped her out. And ever since her IQ level has improved, she's a different player. She has improved so much as a person and as a volleyball player since her freshman year to now. And I think she has been really deserving of the libero jersey. I'm really proud of how she has been handling the pressure of not only starting varsity as the libero, but also being team captain. So I'm really proud of her.
Let's turn to your schedule and upcoming games here. You got Midland on the road on Wednesday evening, and then Doane on the road this upcoming Saturday. Next week, you're back at home versus Hastings, all GPAC games. Coach, can you tell me about this next week and a half and how you're going to prepare and handle this?
Yeah, I mean, there's no easy game on the GPAC, that's for sure. I think that I'm going to go one game at a time. I think that has to be the focus. It has always to be the focus, but I think especially now that we are proving that we can compete, I don't want to focus too much on Doane or Hastings. I think right now my priority is Midland and get prepared as best as I can for that game. I just finished watching them, just finished, strategizing practice for today and tomorrow. Like, I think it will help us best for that game on Wednesday. We'll do some film preparation as well with the girls. Like I said, there's no easy game on the GPAC, especially on the away games. I don't remember who mentioned it, Julia or Kate, but it is different to play away, right? Like, you have only the bench and a few parents maybe here and there that can come. Is a different atmosphere. It's literally just us against the entire gym when we play at home, right? It's everybody, the community, everybody against the other team. So I think just really emphasizes the fact that we are going to have to really be there cheering for each other. But yeah, focus on Midland is 100% right now. Like I said, after I live here, just get some other things done, but that's the focus for sure. Prepare the game plan situation, like do the clips of the videos of the most important things that I think the girls need to watch. But yeah, it will be a tough week. Like you said, three next games will be GPAC games, but the focus will be 100% on Midland for right now.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. We're going to talk with you plenty more times throughout this fall, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing this team grow throughout the season. So thank you very much for coming in.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. And just really quick before we close this, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that came on Saturday. It was an amazing atmosphere. We really appreciate your support. And like the girls said, please come to our games and be loud. You guys make a total difference when we're playing those GPAC teams. So you guys have a good one.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. We'll take a break, come back, wrap things up around the corner.
We've got football fever at Lewis and Clark Ford. And with the Bucks and Lancers, we got a lot to cheer about. Yankton fans are also cheering the great lineup at Lewis and Clark Ford. Our roster of brand new Fords begins with the quarterback, the F-150, the speedy receiver, the Mustang, the hard-working lineman, the Ford Super Duty truck, and the star running back, the Bronco. See our team at lewisandclarkford.com or at our playing field, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Craving a sip of sunshine? Meet Surfside, iced tea, green tea, or lemonade. Real flavor, real juice mixed with vodka, but only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and absolutely 0 bubbles. Whether you're into peach tea, mango green tea, or strawberry lemonade, Surfside brings the party, smart and smooth. It's like sunshine in a can with adult approval. Must be 21 or older. Surfside, 0 bubbles, all vibes.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip?
As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
Aztec has some hot job openings right now. Aztec in Yankton is now seeking employees for all shifts for the following positions: welder, industrial painter, and machine operator. A career at Aztec offers competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, incredible 401k, paid parental leave, safety incentives, and sign-on bonus for production workers. To apply for these jobs or see what other opportunities are available, go to aztecjobs.com. Aztec, built to connect from rock to road.
Long day, good day, either way, Yankton Pizza Ranch makes it easy. Our buffet is always ready with fresh pizzas, mouth-watering desserts, and the country's best chicken. No waiting, no stress, just grab a plate and enjoy. So when you need comfort made simple, make today a buffet day at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Buffet every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
All right, thank you for tuning in to the Lancer Locker today. We're going to finish things up here on this Monday evening. Coach Sophia, Lobo, Paes, Kate Tollinger, Julia Weber, thank you for coming in and talking with me to those three. It was really nice to have them in the booth. It was a very good time I had with them. So once again, the volleyball team is going to be taking on Midland in their next matchup on the road at Midland's Place. Midland, another ranked team in the NAIA. They'll be having their first serve scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Wednesday evening. Mount Marty football, we'll talk about them as well since we have got a game in Yankton this weekend. Saturday, we're going to be covering the Mount Marty Lancers football game right here on KYNT as well as KYNT-V versus Northwestern, another top team in the NAIA. 1 o'clock kickoff scheduled for Saturday. All right, I'm way over time and I got to get out of here, but thank you for tuning in to the Lancer Locker. I appreciate y'all. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Monday, or we'll see you Saturday for Lancer football. Thanks again to my guests for coming in and everybody who helps us put on the Lancer Locker. Thanks for tuning in.